If you're in your 30s right now and life feels heavier than it used to, I just want you to stay with me for a minute, and I'm not going to preach or give some perfect advice. I just want to talk about something that so many people feel but never really admit out loud. Because right now, a lot of people are struggling, not just emotionally, but financially, mentally, socially. The whole world feels a bit off. Everything is more expensive. Job feels unstable. Politics are loud and messy. The news never stops. Social media keeps showing us lives that look so perfect that our own lives start to feel small in comparison. And it's no wonder a lot of us waking up thinking, what happened? Why does everything feel so overwhelming? And if you feel like you're behind or you missed something, I promise you, you're not the only one. This is becoming the new normal, but nobody really talks about it. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I keep coming back to this idea that our lives aren't just one straight line. We grow in stages, and each stage hits differently. From around 19 to your mid-20s, it's all about discovering who you are. You make mistakes, you try new things, you change your mind a million times. That's normal. That's part of being young. Then you enter the next stage, your late 20s to early 30s, and suddenly the world expects you to have everything figured out. A job, some kind of stability, goals, a plan. And for a lot of people today, those things aren't as easy to get as they were for previous generations. It's hard to buy a home, hard to save, harder to find stability, harder to trust the future. And the pressure builds quietly. Around 30 to 32, that's when people start to hit a wall. You look at your life and think, shouldn't I be further by now? You start comparing yourself to other people. You start questioning your decisions. You feel stuck, or lost, or confused. And it's such a lonely feeling because everywhere else and everyone else pretending they're fine. But here's the part nobody talks about. Something shifts in your mind in 30s. It doesn't happen all at once, but it happens. What mattered to you when you were 25 suddenly doesn't matter anymore. The thing you thought you needed to prove starts to feel meaningless. You begin thinking differently about your life, what your career is about, what you want to change. The world inside you changes. It feels like starting over, but not in a bad way, but like you're finally seeing your own life clearly for the first time. And that's where this idea of internal time comes in. Every person has their own internal timeline. Your pace is not supposed to match anyone else's. You are not supposed to live your life on some universal schedule, and you're definitely not supposed to judge yourself based on someone else's achievements or someone else's highlight reel on social media. Time isn't meant to measure your accomplishments. Time just measures your existence. Everything you're learning, everything you're feeling, everything you're experiencing, that's your life unfolding the way it's meant to. So if you're struggling right now, financially, emotionally, mentally, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. It means you're living a world that has changed faster than any of us were prepared for. And it meant you're probably in the middle of an important transition inside yourself. Where you are right now might not feel comfortable, but it's still part of your path. Maybe you're rebuilding, maybe you're discovering something new. Maybe life pushing you towards a version of yourself that you haven't met yet. You're not late, you're definitely not behind, and you're not done, most definitely. You're exactly on time. And next chapter is already starting, even if you can't see it.